Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of my Space Engineers modded Let's Play. Sitting here at the Lazy Outpost, getting ready to finish up the SF05 today. Boy, I'm already off to a great start on talking. I went ahead and I'm keeping the Warfare batteries. I like the look of those up front. But I went ahead and added in 2 more of the Azimuth batteries. They're already attached to the group and set to recharge, but I haven't built them yet. I have all of my thrusters done finally, and if you look at the position of the sun, you can tell that I've already slept through the night. That's because I worked well into the Martian night to be able to get the thrusters all completed, going back and forth, getting gold. I think I actually grabbed a little more gold than I needed for that load, which is another reason I decided to add the extra Azimuth batteries. I think I have the gold for it now. So I've got that making. Let's go ahead and turn on the build and repair to get to working on those. The hydrogen tanks have been really useful here, making it to where I can just jump in and everything's fully recharged, leave my bottles in the cab while I'm mining. It's working out great. I also decided back here where I'm not going to be putting armor directly on the blocks, hide the conveyors. Did the same up front here with the oxygen tanks with the nice little conveyor covers, conveyor caps, whatever name they decided to give them. Okay, that's actually got all of its parts, and that one's done. Okay, so those are charging. Let's see, how's that look? Charge 67%. Sounds good. So now we need to get to armor. Something I was looking at in here is I can pull out the armor bits from right there, because they're between the thrusters and not going to get hurt. So right now I'm just going to come through and figure out where armor shapes are going to start from. So we've got that midsection there. It's actually, it might make it pretty strong just to go ahead and add in these bits too. Fairly sure I'm unmuted this time, yes. Okay, so that is going to wind up being the top there. I could come up over the cab a little bit with some half block arrangement. I don't want to impact my windows right there. And I don't want this to be up really high, so let's just go ahead and slope that back down a little bit. Let's go for a nice full block spine. To be able to base some armor from. And I'll need the same on the bottom. So let's just go right from the connector there and just pull that up. Flying around upside down. I hope I'm not making any of you dizzy. I get into some really weird positions while building in this game. Most engineers do. Okay, so the top spine's done, bottom spine. I have one of the people from the content engineers server helping me with shaping the lip screw, the SF01. And I was watching a decent bit of what he was doing. So I'm trying to copy that. Something spawned in. Gremlin Light. And I do have a military installation that's popped up a little too close for comfort over there. I don't like that, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it right now. I guess while I'm just sitting here shaping this out, I can blabber on about random other things, like first and foremost, thanking all of you who are watching me. It actually means a lot when I look each morning when I wake up to see how yesterday's video did, to see that generally they're doing pretty well. Shorts are going insane, but that's just the way YouTube is trying to push shorts right now. Seems they get thrown out to like 500 people, and depending on likes and engagement from there, they'll get pushed out to more, or it'll just stop. With mine, it's just stopping, but hey, I'm still trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing. Let's see. Back here, let's go with half blocks. And then, where is it? There it is. Come down with this. Just shaping little pieces at a time. The weirder the area is set up, the better the shape will wind up being, I feel. This is why I did my batteries back here like that. I shouldn't need any additional batteries because honestly, the warfare were enough. It was just as the warfare bleed down, because they're much smaller capacity, then it starts pushing the battery power again. So these ought to solve that problem. Let's see. Let's go with full blocks here, or no, that's, yeah, that's not gonna work. So yeah, I do need full blocks. To start that next bit over with. And then here I will do the 2x1x1 base. Well, you're getting slow again, build and repair. Now, for some people, building in survival is a pain because you don't have symmetry. I'm more used to building in survival. That's one of the reasons I don't use the symmetry mode when I'm building in creative. The other reason is when you're trying to build interiors and you forget to turn it off. Okay, let's see here. This will be another full block to another 2x1x1 base. This is making some interesting shapes out of this. But I will reiterate, as I often do, building out shapes is not my strong suit. I do far better at figuring out the logistics of the blocks, making sure the systems themselves work. Okay, so I really like the way that shape looks overall, sloping down there. But we gotta keep going here. 5, back to that little corner bit, throw those on there. And then we had already decided last time these would be half blocks coming down here. I did take those off though, because I was planning on doing reshaping and starting everything from up at the very top instead of starting it right here like I had. And I think that's working out for me much better, having started off with, whoops, with the top spine there. I still need to figure out the tail end here, but let's move forward. I actually want this to start tapering in a bit. So let's put these in here, and then I guess full blocks makes sense. Back to my 2x1x1. But at the end of, or on the descriptions of all of my videos from the last week or so, I've been putting both of my Discord servers into the descriptions. And I say both because I am running two. It was originally one, but I decided to break the one up because I'm trying to keep Chrono Conquest, my tabletop game, in its own area so I can have a better idea of how I'm doing on building that community. Spoilers, not so great thus far. I have one good party running. We're having a lot of fun. Unfortunately, none of them are very technical in the tabletop department. Actually, one of them is a completely fresh tabletop player and doesn't even understand tabletops that well. Not his fault, never played before. I have no issues with that. He does let me understand the new player perspective on my game I'm making, which is very useful to understand the new player perspective. You know, that entire project, that's very much just me building a tabletop game currently alone. I would much rather have assistance in that department because I'm better at running games and converting systems than building a system. It takes like 2 hours to make a character in my current system, which is just not good. Let's come back here and taper this. And then, of course, the Firemind Asylum is the other Discord. That's my actual main community Discord. And that's where I'm hanging out most of the time, so that I can play multiplayer with friends and anyone from YouTube who happens to join will of course be put on the list of people that I may or may not call on for multiplayer games, like multiplayer recordings and otherwise.
Energy low.
Now let's see. Going further here with this rear shape will be difficult. So let me just go ahead and mirror what I've already got, and then I'll come back to it. Will you work with me? And then 6 for the corner bit. So I really like the way that looks. But the question is how to transition from this block into that. Not entirely sure. It's probably going to wind up with some jagged looks. But some of this already has jagged looks, so it's not that bad. Let's see. Let's use more of these down the side. That piece works really well, so let's just get that all the way. I'm going to keep using it. But on my Firemind Asylum, I'm using roles to group everyone by what game they've joined the server because of and are wanting to play. Bottle is empty, so let's go to the O2 station. What? That should be able to fit in there. It should take it and work on it. Like right now, I've got currently the Mech Warrior and Engineer roles, because those are the games I've been playing on my YouTube since I started the server. There will be more games in the future, without doubt. I'm looking at 7 Days to Die, but I am very much enjoying my Space Engineers time and my Mech Warrior time. So I haven't gotten around to playing the new 1.0 launch of 7 Days, but I will at some point. And in 2 days, we've got the launch of the Content Engineers server, which is why I've been running so much Space Engineers. I'm getting back into the flow and hang of things. Let's see. So what if I did a sharp drop to a full block? Okay, well, if you're not going to fill up here, I'll take you back here to fill up. Wow, I'm running out of steel plates. I should grab some more of those. I have plenty made. Thank you, lag. But I don't see anything new, so I don't know what that lag spike was. Okay, let's see. I was over here dropping that down into full block. And then that one too. Let's pull this over. I'll leave that dead space in there. I need it for thrusters anyway. So let's go back up here. And put a couple more in here. Whoops. You're gonna build that by the time I get upside down to fix it, aren't you? Nope, I got it. Yay! I win. And I messed up one of my thrusters. It's okay, fixed it. Alright, so let's be a bit more careful with placing blocks here. I'm really liking the way this shape is coming out. It is going to be a bit on the heavy side, but that's why I wanted 6 gyroscopes always active when this thing is in flight to push it around. And I'm still going to need to turn it upside down. But let's get back to the other side. So let's see, I brought it down right here. All the way back there, and then let's... That went straight. Total of 3, so 2 more. And then it drops down. Yeah, that's right. There we go. See, I still need a name for this ship. Like SF05, that's just its number in my fleet. Let's see here. Considering the fact we keep tapering things, what if I did the tip here? Quit lagging me. Actually, let's just forward one more. Up. Don't weld that. Or that, because they're obviously the wrong block. There we go. Just regular light armor steel block. Okay. So back to the narrow slope. Yeah, let's go ahead and have this continue on with the same nacelle bit there. No, don't do that. Because as I'm looking at the back, my down thrusts are underneath the side cowling there. So back to here, and that'll also be the narrow. It is still going to be full block in here. And instead of the tip, it's the base. And then half armor. Okay, but welding is so bright that I can't see what I'm trying to do. Thank you, Build and Repair. You are helpful while being as annoying as possible. And let's go back to the tip of the 2x1 here. Oh no, that's a little soon. How do I want to get this without getting everything behind it? There we go. So that just needs to be half armor again. And over here I want the tip. And I actually also want the tip off the front here. And number 6 has my corner. So it still flies good, right? Let's see. 987. Oh yeah, still flies great. So now I just have to copy that over. And then I have to figure out the front, the back, and the underside. And today's video's already gone on quite a bit. Let's just try to get that side in here. That looks nice. It's got a nice industrial look to it on the shape. This is shaping up to be the nicest looking thing I've built. Doesn't take much. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the video here. I'm just going to be copying this over. And if you think it's been boring and frustrating watching me figure out these basic shapes, figuring out transitions, well, that's going to be a 30-minute video in and of itself if I try doing that on camera. So I think I'm going to avoid that. I forgot to shut everything down. So if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more of what I'm getting up to, there's always a subscribe button. Until next time, have a good one.